Hello everyone, thanks for watching this video and welcome to the third video of this product series. So till now we have created our product manufacturer services and with the having some various CRUD operation, and we have tested all through Swagger URL and which is working fine. Now we are going to create the Eureka server, and inside the Eureka server we are going to register product manufacturer, since as of now only we have the product manufacturer ready. So we will register product manufacturer inside Eureka. Later points of time when we will complete our Flipkart, Amazon and API Pothi compare portal, these three services also we can register inside our Eureka naming server. So what is the use of Eureka naming server? Eureka naming server is basically used to understand each and every microservices status, which is up or down, or it is some centralized place. From there we can monitor our each and every microservices. What is the status of microservices, which microservices, how many instances of the microservices are running. So these are all things we are basically getting it from the Eureka discovery client. Anyhow, we are going to see it here. So in order to create the Eureka naming server, first we are going to create the simple Spring Boot application that we know how to create it. That's all. Once that is done, so inside that form.entry we are going to put the Spring Cloud Starter Netflix Eureka server. Okay, we are going to create the Eureka server, so that's why we are keeping it server. Okay, so this form entry we are going to put into our form.xml. Second thing is that once we create the project, meaning that plain Spring Boot project, we will be having the one main class which has the run method. So inside that run class main method, there will be one application dot @ Spring Boot application. So just similar way we are going to keep another annotation which is specific to Eureka @ Eureka server. Okay, two things done, and then this is the two things in order to create the Eureka server. So first we are going to Eureka server, then we will see how to register the server inside the Eureka. By default, when we will do these two steps and we will run the application, Eureka server should be running on localhost 8761. 8761 is the default port of the Eureka naming server or discovery server, right? So here I already have created the product called Eureka naming server. Okay, so since it doesn't have much code, there will be only one main class, that's all. So first we are coming to the form.xml. Inside the form.xml, entry remains same from here to here. First we'll tell about the project. Second we'll tell about the project description and some all those details. Property is the important. Inside the property this is the project, this is the Java version. For this Spring version 2.3.1, this cloud is recommended. Hortonx S45 2.3.1. Yeah, and this is the Maven plugin. We don't want to write any JUnit, so skip test is true, and this two property is also required. Okay, main important property in order to build the Eureka naming server is that we have to add this dependency inside the Eureka naming server. Okay, other dependency are as usual. This is the important dependency. Okay, once this form.xml ready, then coming to our main class. Main class is also remains same only. Other than that, we are going to add one annotation called enable Eureka server. So inside this annotation will only help to make this application as a Eureka naming server application. Third important thing is that coming to the application.properties file, which is as usual. This is the application name, this is the port where our application is running, this is the Okay, so here basically what we are trying to tell is that this is the Eureka naming server. Eureka naming server itself a server. So we are restricting that you don't have to register yourself into the Eureka. So registry with Eureka false, registry with everything false, false, false. That's why we are telling Eureka server not to register itself. Okay, and this is basically our log related information. Done. So now this is our Eureka naming server is ready. Now right click run as Java application. If everything is fine, it should run correctly. So when it should run correctly, we will go and localhost 8761. We will check whether it is running or not and how our dashboard is looks like. So if you see here, Eureka server is registered with 8761. Somewhere is on right. 87. Yeah, here it is. Now coming to the Eureka server, you'll see here our Eureka server is running and this is the dashboard how it is looks like. Now if any of the services that we are going to register with Eureka naming server, that will listed it here. Now we have not registered any of the service, that's why here it is blank. Okay. Now our Eureka naming server is ready. Now we have one services ready which is product manufacturer. So we are going to register Eureka naming server. So we are going to register product manufacturer inside Eureka naming server, right? So close all, come to the product manufacturer. So in order to register any of the services inside the Eureka naming server, first task is that go to the application.properties file for the respective services which we wanted to register. And there we need to tell the services that tell the product manufacturer services that hey, you need to, here is our Eureka naming server. That's all. So this is the property we need to tell Eureka client server URL default, and this is the URL where Eureka is running. Okay, so this URL we need to put into the application.properties file, so the product manufacturer is automatically understand that okay, here our Eureka is running. Now here our Eureka is running, how product manufacturer got to know? In order to do that, first thing is that we will go to the main class and we need to add one annotation which is nothing but enable discovery client. Now it is giving error because of that we have not added POM entry for that. So now coming to the second step. If we see here, second step it is telling that add this dependency. So to create the Eureka server, we are adding Eureka server. But to register any of the services inside the Eureka, we are adding it Eureka client. This is the difference. Okay. This is the POM entry difference. Since POM entry differences are there, so obviously annotation differences will be also there. So for server, we are writing @enable Eureka server inside the run method. Inside the main classes. Whereas for the which servers we wanted to register, there we are writing enable discovery client, and inside the properties file we are giving the Eureka server URL, right? So now coming to the pom.xml of the product manufacturer. Okay, so here it is the pom.xml. So here we are going to, we have some set of dependency which is commented, but we need now, right? So we uncomment dependency should work. We need not to add this dependency. Okay, so let me comment this one for now. Okay, I think this won't required. So now save it. As soon as we save, we got the import for that. It is not coming. Now do the maven update, then only it will able to download the jar. Right click maven update project. Yeah, see, org Spring Framework Cloud Client Discovery Client. It is running it. Close all. Right click. Run as Java application. Now I want to run on 8080. We'll see how to run one application on different port in Eclipse. First, let's try. At least this application should register inside the Eureka. Clean the logs. Anyhow, we have the log created. Coming to the here, refresh it. And we'll see here, see product manufacturer is registered itself, which is running on 8080. If you see here, this is the application name, this is the up status, and how many instances are there. That is. Now we are going to start another instance. How to run one application on multiple ports. So right click, run as, run configuration. Inside the run configuration, I have already created 3, but I want to show you how to do that. Go to the argument. Inside the argument, we need to pass this argument into the VM argument. Happen d server.port equal to 8180. 8180 is the reserved port for this application as per my system. So now I have passed this port number. The same port number I will pass it here. So for me it is easy to understand that okay, this configuration is for 8180, this configuration is for 8181, right? So now I want to run on 8180. It is running. Meanwhile, see the logs also. So this is the Eureka naming server log. We don't want many things to see, but if you see here, the product manufacturer which is running on 8080 is got registered to the Eureka. Registered instance product manufacturer which is running on 8080. Okay. Now I want to delete all the logs. Now come to the here, refresh it. Now we'll see product manufacturer which is availability zone is 2, means that it has 2 instances, and here it is also showing the 2, means 2 instances, and instances are up 8080, 8180. Now the same application I want to run third port. Right click, run as, run configuration 8181. Meanwhile, we'll see the logs. Okay, log is not refreshed, fine. So here third instance is also running. Let's refresh the logs, refresh the server, Eureka naming server, and see if third instance is getting registered or not. Yeah, now see third instance is getting registered, so which is 8181. So now we have ran product manufacturer on 3 port and all the instances are registered inside the Eureka. So from one places, if another application will register, it will come down the line. So from one places we can actually keep eye on all the applications. Okay, this is the important thing. Now I want to show you one interesting thing here. Let's refresh this one. In the same way, we'll see 8181 is up. Okay, so I want to delete this log also. Okay, now what I wanted to do is that I wanted to kill one of the services. So for warehouse, 3 instances are running 8080, 8180 and 8181. I want to kill 8181. Okay, as soon as I killed it, I am coming to the Eureka naming server dashboard, and if you see here, still 3. This from 3 to 2, since we have killed one of the instances, so it should come onto the 2. So the timing of from 3 to 2, it will come 30 seconds. So by default, Eureka turnaround time is 30 seconds. Now what is happening is that Eureka naming server is sending heartbeat message to all these 3 instances. And within a 30 second, it is expecting, meaning that Eureka is expecting that each instance has to respond it back through heartbeat message. If within a 30 second, if any of the instance is not sending the response to the Eureka server, then Eureka server will automatically consider that okay, this instance went down, and then this status will from 3 to 2 will get updated automatically. So till 30 second, Eureka server is keep sending the heartbeat message. So if you refresh it, still it is 3 only. We'll see how Eureka is sending the heartbeat message. Keep refreshing it. Meanwhile, we'll come to the logs of Eureka naming server, which is important it here. So now see Eureka naming server evict task with completion time 0. Now Eureka server wanted to evict one task, but it is still waiting. Waiting period is 0 millisecond. It will take 30 seconds to update the status of down services. If you come to the log again, you'll see another. You see, till now he had given the 3 heartbeat messages. So it did not get the response. So till 30 seconds, it will wait for the response to come. You see here. Now status came from 3 to 2 and 8181 got deregistered it from here. Now we'll see the log, how the log looks like. In log, if you see, it is trying to get the responses. Okay, threshold is 6, which is fine. So within a 30-second period of time, the Eureka server did not get any response. So it is saying that expired. Since I have not get the response from the services which was running on 8181, so I am just evicting it item 1. Okay, so here deregistering expired lease for this one which is running on 8181. So this 8181 is getting deregistered from the our Eureka naming server, and now Eureka naming server is internally creating the replica of each and every instances also. So since this service got registered, so Eureka is telling that I am not going to create the replica of this one since this services is no more. So that is the cancel the instance of product manufacturer. Replica is false. So this is all about the Eureka naming server. Okay, this is the interview question. So now if you see our both the services are running Eureka naming server is running and product manufacturer running. Since now we have registered product manufacturer inside the Eureka naming server, so when microservice will come, order of project matters. Okay, so first if we will stop the Eureka naming server, product manufacturer will start giving the error to us, saying that Eureka naming server is not up. So that's the reason first we will start the Eureka naming server, then we will start the product manufacturer server. If we will stop the Eureka naming server here, we'll see Eureka naming server. Then product manufacturer could not be able to find the instance of. We'll see here. Wait for a second. It automatically throw the error. Okay, this is not. See here, it is automatically throwing the error that I am not able to find the unknown server. So whatever the server you have registered inside the application.properties file, which is now unknown since that server is not running. We have registered the Eureka naming server inside the product manufacturer application.properties file, and this server is down now. That's why product manufacturer is responding back that this server is unknown for me. Okay, so that's the reason order matter. First we have to run the Eureka naming server, then we have to run the product manufacturer. Okay, so this is all about our Eureka naming server. Thank you for watching this video.